Hi guys, I just want to do a brief video to show you this week's Notions of the Week. As you might know, Row by Row is coming up, and our row this year involves 2 blocks that have very simple foundation paper piecing. Here we have a heart that I've already started working on, and I'm just going to show you about 2 notions that are not just useful for foundation paper piecing, but I find especially useful for paper piecing. So, if you're familiar with foundation paper piecing, usually in between seams, here you can see I've sewn a seam, you're going to flip it over, and you'd usually take it to the iron and press it in between each stitch so that you get a nice flat block. Well, this is a seam roller. You can see it's slightly bowed in the middle, so it has, the primary pressure point is in the center. And I can just roll over my seam like this, and it gives me a really nice sharp crease. I also use this in place of finger pressing when I need a temporary fold in my fabric, like to find the middle of the fabric. I'll just use this, roll it, so I can have that little mark, that little pressed point in the fabric to show me the middle. So this is useful not just for paper piecing, but many other things in sewing. The low-tech gadgets are often the best. I've had this one for several years, and we are happy to carry them in the shop now. Another tool is the Add a Quarter ruler. It looks just like a 12-inch ruler, but you may be able to see it has this lip here on the side. So, when you foundation paper piece, one of the ways you can get a nice crisp seam allowance and also help guide you in where to place your fabric from point to point. As you can see, you move around the block to connecting points. I'm going to fold this up and see we have all this extra fabric, but I don't want to get too close to my seam allowance, so I'm going to use this Add a Quarter ruler, and the lip here will catch the paper, and this will give me a perfect 1/4 inch seam. So I'm just going to take my rotary blade, cut there. Now I have a nice crisp seam allowance, and also this can serve as a guide for placing my next fabric on the block. And see, it's starting to look like a heart. These are just 2 great tools that we sell in the shop that will make your paper piecing experience so much better. I'm glad to share them with you because they've served me so well over the years.